Ever since late April, my YouTube channel has had a stroke it could not recover from. For a while, I wasn't quite sure why that was, but now I've discovered YouTube has made a bad decision while trying to do a good thing, which has resulted in quite a few issues for smaller channels like my own. Now, to be clear, in my case, it's not so bad as I do this for fun, but many people who are trying to actually get a career going may be devastated by the new system YouTube has implemented. The issue is actually really simple. YouTube has begun to promote new videos of small creators and is pushing them to the front page, so that people can see new talent along with the other popular creators. Good, right? In theory, yes. In practice, yes, it would be. Currently, it is not. YouTube is pushing the wrong content to the wrong audience. This is absolutely devastating to small creators. Let me explain why. Here's some videos I've been recommended. My YouTube watch time is split across Let's Plays, tech videos, and that sort of stuff. Every time you see a video pop up in your recommended page, YouTube writes that down as the video having one impression. If you click on it, that turns into a view. Views divided by impressions are your click-through rate, 0 to 100% depending on how interested people are in your video. Your view duration also matters because that's where YouTube knows if the video was clickbaity or actually kept your attention the whole way through. The problem, of course, now is that YouTube is promoting, let's say, a video that's talking about niche old hardware and software, video recording and editing, and is also pushing that to an audience of 40 to 50-year-olds who are into knitting and gardening. The video will not be clicked at all, resulting in YouTube thinking your video is unattractive, and it will now be pushing it less and less. Some people may click on your video out of curiosity, but will quickly leave it after clicking around for a few seconds to figure out what the video is about and getting bored of it, leaving you with very low average view duration numbers. This kills videos. Your videos will still get seen in the search bar, however. You can see this effect if we check how many impressions I'm getting. They're a lot less than they were previously, with not many changes to my content. I will be rounding numbers for an easier digestion. Dividing 365 days with 28 days gets us 13.04, which is how I calculated my monthly averages for the last year. In the last year, on average, I had about 3,750 views and 74,000 impressions per month. 1,450 of them were from suggested videos, and 1,350 of them were from browser features, meaning I got 2,800 views from people clicking on a recommended video they saw while browsing or seeing it recommended to them. The impressions were 39,000 and 20,000 respectively. I also got 470 views from YouTube search, that's people searching out your video, with 150 of those views coming from playlists, 90 of them coming from my playlist page, and 114 of them coming from the channel page. The impressions stood at 6,100, 1,750, 1,640, and 5,340. Within the last 28 days, I've gotten 1,800 views and 21,600 impressions. 450 of them were from suggested videos, and 200 of them were from browser features, meaning I got 650 views from people clicking on a recommended video they saw while browsing or seeing it recommended to them. The impressions stood at 6,000 and 1,000 for each category. 600 of my views came from YouTube search, 300 from playlists, 100 from my playlist pages, and 57 views from my channel pages, contributing 6,000, 4,000, 2,000, and 2,750 impressions each. The problem may be obvious to some, but not all. Let's look at those numbers a bit closer. The views I got per month from search, playlists, and pages went up slightly as my channel grew in size, and the amount of videos I had uploaded increased as well, increasing my reach. But the main way of getting views and impressions fell down very far. In a sense, the main people who are now getting to see my content is not by seeing it and clicking on it in the recommended page, home page, or as a watch next, but instead by manually searching it out and clicking on a video or two, or clicking on one of the playlists. Why is that? Well, let's take a look at the YouTube homepage and go on an adventure. Now, in this specific GTA 5 video, please tell me down below, How many of these are even slightly related to GTA 5, or speedrunning, or a tech-related thing? Come on, you can't, they're not. How many of these little side videos are relevant to the main video in question? Again, they're not. As you can see, there's a pretty large amount of content that's completely irrelevant being shown to us, which we absolutely don't care about. A lot of the videos that we've seen were live streams. Some of them were still live at the time, a lot of them had stopped streaming a while before I actually came across them. All of these are absolutely unrelated to whatever I was looking at, and therefore I obviously won't click on them. There's no reason why any of these videos should be recommended to me, yet they have been continuously recommended with no rhyme or reason. What's also important is to note that because of this, my older videos are getting pushed way more than my newer ones. I mean, you need to go over 20 videos to find one of the post-May videos after the channel flatlined. All of the old content is now being pushed way more than the new ones, because the new content that's the same as the old content is seen in a different light because YouTube is now using different parameters to determine if it's worth anything or not. You can see that you have to go over 20 videos from the old content to find one of the new videos that was uploaded, and the reason why that is, of course, is because the new content is being shown to people who don't care about it, meaning YouTube thinks this video is somehow worse, even though the production quality of every single video only goes up. This is negatively affecting small channels because YouTube now thinks that because I didn't want to click onto an unrelated video, the video itself has no value, when it's often not the case. A lot of these videos probably have value for the right audience, but instead of that audience getting the video, YouTube is scattershot recommending the video to everyone. And when most people don't click on it, it just stops recommending it to everyone at once, killing the views the video would get. And that's about it. YouTube is trying to do the right thing, but is failing at the execution, with the wrong content being shown to the wrong people. Maybe YouTube fixes the issue, maybe the issue fixes itself. It could be down to the machine learning algorithm having to, well, learn what people want and don't want to watch, and that's why it currently sucks. It may get better with time, but it also might not. YouTube, please at least acknowledge this if nothing else. I've looked through the YouTube blog and Twitter and such, and I found no mention of any changes so far, even though they're very obvious. I'd also like to note the fact that there was an over 1 million view video basically talking about the same thing, but I was unhappy with how they never really went into analytics as much as I would wanted to, and actually looking through them can tell you a bit more of the story than that video originally did. And with that, thanks for watching, goodbye.